Tinubu'S health. Presidential race not a bricklaying exercise. Olympic race. Ex-Bornu governor replies critics. Welcome to the news and thank you for tuning in to listen. Bornu committee running our party. Lawal former SGF. Two-term Bornu State Governor and Senator representing Bornu Central Senatorial District, Kashim Shettima, has replied those raising concern over former Lagos State Governor presidential aspirant's alleged health challenge. I don't expect everybody to see this thing as an issue, yes. Why they won't see it as an issue? Because they don't understand the nitty-gritty of running a country. It is not boy beans. It is not cooking beans, so it is not beans, so as they will popularize it, not be moi moi. We are talking about people who is going to come out and be making good decisions. Somebody who, my goodness, somebody who already we are saying that is frail. If you listen to the last interview of the president, you are going to tell yourself that no other person that is old will rule this country, because the man clearly has not been the one making our decisions for us. Yes. And if he's the one that is making a decision, I beg to say that is why we are having so much problem now. Yes. What are you saying? We need somebody who can gather his thoughts together and not somebody who can't. The recent interview exposed how, they have been trying to cover the fact that the president cannot hold a conversation. He keeps forgetting, which nobody is blaming him for. Nobody is actually blaming him for about that right now. Nobody is blaming him for that. Nobody is saying, it is because no. It's actually his age. Now with how Nigeria has suffered from going to the United States, the president going to the United States, not being around to see or witness some things from him, his frailhead not allowing him to really come to the consciousness of things that are happening in the country. I mean, I'm very sure that if you ask Buhari some questions about this country, he will not be able to answer it for you. Why? He's always traveling, either for one medical checkup or the other, or he's actually sincerely, no. Anybody that comes and says this, I repeat, does not love and does not want the best interests of Nigeria at heart. That is just the truth. That is the truth. They're criticizing. At the end of the day, they are criticizing so that people will know that he is not fit for the job. He might be a good man. Sincerely, he might be a good man, but at the end of the day, he does not just fit. It is only people who don't understand the nitty-gritties that keep saying this. Let's find out more about what he says. The news in detail. Please stay with us. Addressing the gathering of those galvanizing support for Tinubu's presidency under the platform of Tinubu Support Group's Management Council, SGMC, the former Bornu State Governor said the race for the presidency is about contestation of ideas on how to revamp the ailing nation's economy to stimulate economic growth and not an Olympic race. Senator Shettima, who said Tinubu'S deserve the right of first refusal for his diligence in birthing the APC and securing the 2015 presidential ticket for President Buhari, urged the sitting president to reward the loyalty of the former Lagos State Governor. He said in 2015, some aspirants with very huge watches were itching to claim the ticket of the APC. Now the Rock of Gibraltar, Asiwaju and his progressive team stood suddenly behind the candidate of President Muhammadu Buhari. We shall have minimal threshold below which we will not operate, and the irreducible minimum is that after 8 years of presidency in the North, the logic, common sense, equity, justice and fairness demand that power should move to the southern part of the country, and who is better qualified as Asiwaju Ahmed Bola Tinubu should be given the choice of first refusal. More than any other person, he has sacrificed more for this democracy for the APC. I'm not asking you to tone down the critical assessment of your future leaders, but redirect you to see the bigger picture. We are not here to prepare for the Olympics, but an institution that relies on the superiority of ideas to thrive. Asiwaju's credentials aren't only appealing, they are proof of the qualities this country needs to redeem its vast potentials and possibilities. We are here to testify to this power of ideas, one that overturned the fortunes of Lagos State and sustained its supremacy as the largest economy in sub-Saharan Africa and kept the opposition alive when it was more profitable to sell out. Those who seek to make us go low hope to present the presidency as a bricklaying exercise. But that's the work of a machine created by an idea, and who's else to guide us towards manufacturing the best idea to redeem this country? The conversations we were prepared for aren't pedestrian obsessions with the Medine, but comparison of ideas and track records of service to the nation. At the top of our expectations from Nigerian next president should be mastery of the dynamic of the modern economy, certified leadership skills and competence, and very significantly, sensitivity to the complexities of Nigerian sociology. Also addressing the over 2,500 Tinubu support groups, former Secretary to the Government of the Federation, Engineer Babacha Lawal, accused the interim national leadership of a ruling party led by Yoruba State Governor Mai Malabuni of not addressing the growing internal crisis in state chapters across the country. Lawal also canvassed for the abduction of the direct primaries for the presidential convention, as against the indirect primaries. We were neither offended nor frightened by whichever method the party chooses to abduct for the emergence of its presidential candidate. But of course, being Democrats, we prefer a method that involves all card-carrying members of a party in this choosing process. The incapacity of the party to even harmonize and synergize policy direction of the federal government with that of state its controls, especially in key critical areas around the campaigns we are run, speak volumes about its incompetence. Compounding these problems in the last 1 year is the apparent hijacking of a party by a self-serving cabal who, driven by personal ambitions, have failed to organize even simple complete free world, local government and state congresses, not to talk of a national convention. As we speak, there are only a handful of states in the country that do not have parallel state executive. This is the current state of our party, and it is in this environment that we gathered here must operate to deliver Senator Bola Ahmed Tinubu as the party's flag bearer as 2023 presidential election. And this we will do through consensus, indirect or direct party primaries by the grace of God. Look, I will say this. I don't expect everyone to see the wrong in this. Coming out to say it is because they don't know what the nitty-gritties are. Coming out to also say that things like, equity, justice, and fairness. I think they're getting it wrong. I will keep repeating myself. In the history of Nigerian democracy, the Northeast and the Southeast, I think, have been those sidelined. Three particular geopolitical zones have been sidelined. You cannot keep stepping on these people's heads and expect that all will be well. All cannot be well. Nigerians, choose wisely. On this note, we have come to the end of the news. We say thank you for tuning in to listen. And until I come your way next time, enjoy the rest of the day.